I'm sitting with Shaylin today, and I've known her a long time, but I thought it would be interesting to share just how did you become an energy healer?
Well, for me, it happened when I was going through a very stressful time with a corporate job and just needing to relax. I was getting massages on a regular basis, which felt great, but I was still sort of stressed. And I saw at the studio that I was going to that they had Reiki sessions, and I asked, "What's Reiki?" Japanese form of energy healing. So yeah, well, let me try it. And so I went, and the practitioner laid his hands on my body in different places, and it was super relaxing. It was one of the most relaxing things I've ever done, I think. And I almost fell asleep on the table as he was giving me, the Reiki treatment. And afterward, I just about floated out to the car and just stayed in this different space, physically, emotionally, spiritually, probably as well, for a while. And I decided, let me do that some more. And so I continued, and it had a huge effect. And I finally decided, I think I'd like to do this myself.
I see. And so you studied Reiki yourself then?
I studied Reiki with the person I was working with at that time, who is a teacher as well. And the first time, that I put my hands, I was working with him directly, it was between his hand and his elbow, and moved the energy. He could feel my energy moving, and I could feel it. And it was one of the coolest things that I ever did. And it's like, oh my gosh, this stuff's for real. So in time, I became a Reiki master. And it was just a major shift in life.
So for you, it didn't end with the Reiki, that type of training. You wanted to go a little further. So what other types of energy healing did you end up studying?
It's funny because one day I was planning a trip overseas, and it was supposed to be, this major trip. I'd have to go through Japan and blah, 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 all these places to get to this center. And I was trying to schedule it all, and it was really frustrating. I was just like, this is not going to work. I'm going to be stuck someplace, and everybody's going to leave, blah, blah, blah. So I sat down, and it was so strange because I turned on Gaia TV, and there was a documentary there that was like, wow, oh my gosh, it was about energy healing. And I'm like, okay, I have another reason to not take this trip. And within probably a month, I was in Florida studying energy healing with One Light Healing Touch. This particular video was called The Healing Field, and Penny Price Lavin and her husband Ron Lavin created all of this and put it together, and then also created the documentary. Blew me away, and it's like, okay, I'm going to take this to the next level. So I studied, you study meditation, visualization, sound work, breath work, movement, sacred ceremony. There's so much more to it than just simply, moving the energy. So it's all those things. Also protocols to really honor the healer and the healee and keep everything safe and protected. Because there are a lot of energies out there. A lot are positive, but there's some that are negative. And you want to make sure that everything you're doing is for the highest good of the person that you're working with. So over time, I studied in their beginner program. I studied the master level program and became an instructor as well. And it's been amazing.